She's all used to it. She's like, I do this every day.
I know.
Hey everybody, I'm Cindy Matalucci, your host. Thanks for tuning in to Live with Cindy. We have a fabulous show for you today. It's Friday, October 6th. I'm so excited. It's a full moon. Things are going to be happening. We were at San Diego Film Festival last night. I don't know if you were able to see us live on the red carpet. But today, before we get started, I want to tell you guys, if you have a story, if you've got something that you want to bring exposure to, if you have an event or something that you would like to spotlight, we would love the opportunity to have you on our show. So go to thepulsesd.com. Hit us up there or at the Pulse SD on all of our handles on social media, and we would love to bring your story out there. So, without further ado, I've got two fabulous ladies with me here today. I have Ashley DeMatos, CEO, and Jessica Baranian from Women Empowering Women organization. How are you?
So good.
Thanks for having us.
I know. Thank you so much for having us.
I already feel more empowered just having you on the show. So I know we're going to talk about this great seminar that you guys are hosting on the 14th. Mm-hmm. It's all about self-love. It's going to be at the Sunset Temple. We're going to talk about that in North Park. But before we talk about it, I want to talk about your story and how passionate you guys are. Yeah. How did you get involved in this?
So I'll give you a little history on my life and kind of where this passion came from. And I was born into a world where the women in my life were very disempowered with addiction, with domestic violence. And so my mom and my stepmom were all, going through these painful things. And I developed this hero mindset. And it was just no surprise that I became a firefighter and an EMT, and I devoted my life to being the hero. And what I got out of that as I matured and I really developed myself more was there was something so much deeper inside of me, where it wasn't just being a hero, it was wanting to empower people in such a way that they could live their best life in whatever way that meant for them. So I took all these experiences as a little girl and as a young woman, and I started to develop myself and started to take care of myself and form incredible relationships with women who empower me. And 3 years ago, I decided to put my passion into action. And I started the Women Empowering Women organization. And a huge aspect of this organization is our annual event coming up on October 14th.
Third annual.
The third annual.
And how did you two meet? I mean, you have to tell us.
Yeah. So Jessica is my chief creative director this year, and she's so incredible because she brings this feminine, creative aspect to the team. And I tend to be I reside on the masculine side of, I'm a doer.
So it's the yin and yang.
She just brings this energy in my life. I need it. I love it. I eat it up. Jess and I met a couple of years ago, actually, in a leadership program. And she's just somebody who I've gravitated to, and she's just so beautiful and loving and supportive and on the same mission to empower women, and it's just a natural fit.
See how nurturing she is? I love it. She's so loving.
Well, and I want to talk about the organization itself because you guys are making strides. You started in 2014 and you're impacting thousands of women from all over the place.
Yeah.
So tell everybody, for the viewers that don't know about your organization,
sure.
What do you guys do?
What do? We have an annual event.
Yes.
I partner with nonprofits to bring mentor programs to a couple of different organizations. I work with survivors of domestic violence, women who are coming out of college and don't necessarily know their path. So I've created these 12-week mentor programs, partner them with actual mentors, and teach them really how to be, what to do, how to be in the professional world, follow their dreams. And then the other aspect is a mastermind. So taking entrepreneurs and joining them together to support each other, to grow our businesses, to really just create an environment different from what we've seen between women. Yeah. Women sometimes can interact in such a way that's disempowering, and we don't trust each other so easily. And my mission is to completely shift that, mean, how can we lift each other up? How can we empower each other? How can we make a difference for each other?
I love that, and I love what you're doing in the community, and I know that you have aspirations to take this nationwide, so we're going to be following you on that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your event, which is going to be phenomenal. People can still get tickets. It's going to be on the 14th, again, at Sunset Temple, which is in North Park, which is a great venue.
Yep.
So what can we expect with this event?
I'm going to ask Jess to give her perspective on that.
So, yes, the venue is in North Park, and it's this beautiful vintage property that has been stagnant for years, just unused. And we were lucky enough to come across the owner, so she's allowing us to have our event there. So it's a gem. It's a beautiful, beautiful gem. So on that stage, which came from the Old Globe Theater, we posted about it. She ended up getting the stage from the Old Globe.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's a beautiful stage, and on that stage we will feature 4 speakers. They're going to go over different areas of self-love, because self-love it's diverse, right? We have someone on finance and self-worth, and how a lot of that comes from, it's not about necessarily the money, it's about, do I deserve to have whatever it is I desire?
Like the mindset.
Yes.
Totally.
Where it starts with you, it's a spiritual act. We also have someone that's speaking on feeling pleasure in your body. That's another way of loving yourself. Your body, your physical. So we'll do a little bit of movement and expression. We have artists for you. We have musicians. So it's kind of a mix between traditional conference and then a little bit of a festival vibe, because we have the art and the music together. So it's definitely a community inducing experience.
Well, and it's catered as well, right?
Yes,
So
there will be food,
I saw
delicious
that.
food.
Breakfast, lunch.
and swag.
We
Swag.
have
So
gift
much
bags.
Well, and before we kind of go into more details on how people can find out about it, I want to know a little bit about self-love. I mean, that seems to be
Yeah.
such a big topic. I'm part of an entrepreneur group that I run. We're talking about it all the time. The women out there, it's like we try to be Wonder Woman.
Totally.
We try to do it all. We think we can do it. We can definitely do it, but we need the self-love.
Totally.
So let's talk a little bit about this buzzword.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was having a conversation with our headlining speaker, and she gave me this defining point that the biggest difference between high achieving CEO women is that they prioritize their self-care. And that's not intuitive, right? We think that going and doing and getting and making things happen in the action world, which is the masculine, which is what you were talking about, we think that that's what makes people successful. But she pointed out that self-care is what they prioritize above anything else. Like, can you imagine if you could do that and have everything around you just happen? Like, what the best of both worlds, right?
Totally.
And that's what I hear is when you do that, other things fall into place in your life.
And it doesn't make sense. If you're thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. Well, if I'm not acting and going and going and going and getting and driving and all that, then how is it going to happen? Well, if you're crashed and burned out and not taking care of yourself at all, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to inspire anyone from that place. So yes, lots of magic within taking care of yourself unexpectedly.
Well, and give a tip to the viewers, because we were talking about this earlier, and it was something that was simple when you told me. What can somebody do for an act of self-love just to implement in their life?
Well, yeah, that completely depends on the individual. Like what I did was I made a list of my vital, I have to share this with you, the list. It's vital things that make a difference for me. So it's not gonna be the same for everyone, right? For me, being in nature just takes me to a whole nother place. It's so rich and deep, and it just, I don't know, it saturates my whole being like nothing else. Like the gym doesn't do that for me, nature does. So that's on my vital list. So having a list of your vitals, like maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's cooking, maybe you just love being in the kitchen and
bubble
smelling.
bath.
Yeah.
So it's what really resonates
Yes.
with you.
So
what is it
having
that you
that-
love? So if you make a list of the things that you love, then you implement those.
The top priorities, because there's
Okay.
a lot of things we love, right? But if you know what matters most to you, if you know those key things, then if you have a busy week, you can make sure you get that one thing, like go to the beach, that one thing that's going to really do the most for you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're limited on time.
I like to call that the perfect week. That's like my big thing. It's like, what is your perfect week?
Yeah.
I think if you just could put that in, right?
Yeah.
What is that for you?
And going
that.
deeper on that point, it's being content and present while you're giving yourself that time to take care of you. If you're in a bubble bath, be in that bubble bath, you know, and
Don't
enjoy
be on
it.
Instagram. Like what we were doing all morning, right now. That's so true though, because
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard because your mind shifts to like the next thing, the to-do list, everything.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, and if you're like me and the discovery of what self-love means was a little bit more challenging for me, I have been harnessing and focusing on what feels good. So being very in tune with what feels good in my heart and in my body, and I can just physically feel it, and just doing what feels good. If that's watching Friends, awesome. If that's being outside, awesome. If that's just sitting in the sun and just being great, like feeling so grateful for everything that has come into my life and the people that are in my life and the opportunities, and you know, then that's what that looks like.
I love that. That's the perfect week. So, okay, so a ticket includes everything. So it starts at 9:30, right?
registration's at 9.
Oh, at 9.
Yep, event starts at
event starts at
9:30.
9:30. So it's from 9 to 4. They get the food. There's going to be vendors. An amazing day. You're going to learn everything about self-love.
Yep, we also took care of the parking.
Oh,
So
good.
if you park in a parking structure right down the street, we have a pass for you. So nothing to worry about with that either.
Perfect. And you guys have a little promo, something special for our viewers.
Yeah, as a thank you to you and to everyone listening, we just so appreciate the love and support that we've gotten this year. And so we wanted to offer all of your listeners the early Goddess price. So the Goddess price is actually $32 less than the regular price ticket.
I love that.
So, and the code is PULSE.
Perfect.
PULSE.
So we'll have that on the website too. So we'll have that for you. So that, and if they go online, they can enter that online when they
Yep,
purchase the ticket.
it's ready for you.
Awesome. And Goddess, and Cynthia is my real name. It means Goddess of the Moon. So
Oh, I love
I love this.
it.
It's all coming full circle. And it's a full moon, so get your tickets. Okay, so tell everybody where to find out about the event, the website.
Yep. WEW Organization, so it stands for Women Empowering Women Organization.com. We're also on Eventbrite. We're one of the first events that comes up on Eventbrite. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, women_empowering_women. You can look me up, Ashley D'Amatos, Jessica. She'll have all the info on her Facebook page, Instagram.
We have a link up right now, actually, with the website and everything, and we will have a link of where to get the tickets, the promo code, everything on our website at thepulsesd.com too. So you guys, get your tickets. You need to get to this. We need self-love. We need to take care of ourselves, especially with what's going on in our world right now. People
Yeah.
are really stressed out
Yeah.
politically. I mean, with everything that's happening, guns. I mean, we're not going to get into it, but it's a really stressful time. So
Yeah.
I think it's really important to make time to get to your event.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
So we can't wait, and we're going to follow you. So next year, I want to go to Costa Rica to your next self-love event.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll be there.
Come with us.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. It was
Thank
so
you
great
so
to have you
much.
on the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
It's been an honor.
Get your tickets, and then we are going to take a quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's will be about a minute. We are going to have two fabulous producers talking about their show, their movie that is debuting tonight at San Diego Film Festival, Butterfly Caught. So we'll see you in a little bit. We'll be right back. So basically, when people come on our show, we have an experience where they can get their hair and makeup done. I'm here with my fabulous makeup artist, Kristen Kraus from Rockin' Royal Makeup Studio.
How's it going? Happy to be here.
So what are we doing today?
Well, we're mid-makeup right now, but we are using some kind of navy blues with a little pop of gold on the lid, and of course some fabulous mink lashes, and getting the skin to perfection. So
we love it. She keeps me glam all the time. So we're going to be taking you through the experience, so we'll see you in a little bit.
Did I just make an idiot on that video, or do we need to do it again?
No, good.
Seriously?
One time.
Hi, I'm Cindy Matalucci, and you're watching The Pulse. I'm here in studio with Rebecca News, CEO from Splurge. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you.
It was better because they have so many good things.
Well,
So
it was
like,
so perfect together. It was like perfect.
I'm sitting there.
I hope that you watched our live show. It was phenomenal. I love bringing to you just the best entrepreneurs that we have in San Diego, the people that are making a difference in our community. And I want to bring my sign.
yeah.
Entrepreneur. I wonder if I should put my mic on.
It's happening, Emily.
We can do it right before I go downstairs.
Check me out back here, making us laugh. Welcome back to The Pulse Live with Cindy. I'm your host, Cindy Matalucci. I hope you were able to tune into our first segment. Everything will be archived on our website at thepulsesd.com if you missed it, and we will be sending you links to everything that we discussed earlier in the show. But we are back with two fabulous guests. I'm so excited. I have Lisa and Manny Rodriguez with me
Hello.
today. How are you?
We're
everybody.
great. We're
Very
great. We're very excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
They're down from LA. We were so excited to have them down talking in studio about their new movie that they just produced. It's just out. It's debuting at San Diego Film Festival tonight called Butterfly Caught. How exciting.
Very exciting.
Huge.
And let me take this opportunity to say thank you to Tanya Mantooth and everybody with the San Diego Film Festival for believing in us and letting us be a
Yeah.
part of this. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, and San Diego Film Festival is so fabulous. We were on the red carpet last night for Variety's Tribute to the Stars event. I know you were on it. We're going to talk about that too. You won an award. I mean, pretty exciting stuff. Sir Patrick Stewart was here. Heather Graham. I mean, just bringing a great caliber of films here, star talent. I just think it's so amazing. And then for you guys, I mean, debuting here, I know that there's a lot that kind of ties into the local aspect because your main actress, Jess,
Right.
is from
Right.
San Diego.
She is.
She is.
Talk to us about that.
Fittingly enough, we didn't know Jess when she lived in San Diego. She lived in New York, and Butterfly Caught was written and kind of shelved for a while. And an old friend, an acting coach named Walker Clark, great friend in New York, has an acting school that Jess was a part of. And he called me out of the blue and said, "Hey, remember that Butterfly Caught movie? I think I have somebody that wants to read it." And Jess loved the script, loved the character, and inspired me to get it off the shelf and rewrite, and here we are today.
Well, and for those of you that don't know, she's born and raised in San Diego. She's the daughter of Qualcomm chairman Paul Jacobs, which is very cool.
Very cool dude, too.
He's
by the
amazing.
way.
I mean,
Really
Qualcomm,
good man.
it's so exciting. So I love that aspect of it. And then what I want you to talk to the viewers about, I saw the trailer. The trailer looks amazing.
Thank
But
you.
talk to the viewers about the movie itself. Give us a little synopsis of the movie.
Well, first off, the elephant in the room is the butterfly dress that we have to address before we move on. But very sweet of you. We love that.
Beautiful.
It's all about the butterflies today.
Yes.
But the film is, it's basically, it's about three girls, trying to break into the business. And obviously, if you're a starving artist or anything, you guys realize that failure is constant. So, it's how do you deal with that failure and what do you do and how you persist. So that was something that I was dealing with at the time when my wife and I, girlfriend at the time, we left the country for a while and wrote Butterfly Caught, and all of those frustrations and everything is kind of, wrapped up into that screenplay. And I think it resonates with a lot of people because we all deal with failure, and it's really how you deal with that.
Well, I think that that's interesting. So I know it's loosely based. We were talking about this earlier. It's loosely based on real life events. But you were frustrated. You were in the industry for, 15 years? And then you went to Costa Rica for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And that's what sort of inspired the film, or the writing of the film, right?
Yeah, it's there's three girls, and they're at different points of their career, in their acting career, and they all live in the same house, and they all work in a nightclub, like most deprived actors do. You have your day job or night job.
Exactly.
But the three girls were, at the time, she was my girlfriend. She lived with my sister.
Trying to be an actress, just.
And they all lived together. So I based this off of the three girls that I saw, one being my sister and another roommate, that were all trying to be actors, that were working together and just struggling together. So that's where it came from.
And what would you say you hope that viewers would take away from the movie? What do you want to leave them with?
Well, I'll give away the theme a little bit, but it's all about persistence and survival. It's like, it's about what you do when you're told no 1,000 times, and how you try to, snake your way through that and turn negative into positive, and don't listen to the critics out there. That's the most important thing that I can lend. Probably.
I always say that no is just like, you're inviting someone to say yes. When someone says no to me, I like to figure out a way to make them say yes. Mm-hmm. So I love that you do that. And I think with entrepreneurs or anything that you're doing, I think that it's such a great message, because you hear no, but how do we motivate people to keep going, especially if it's your passion? Because you shouldn't give up on what you're passionate about. And you didn't, and look at where you are now.
Exactly.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, it's almost like I, read it enough to where I actually executed it, as a film, because, any filmmaker can tell you too, especially a feature film, if there's 1,000 things that can go wrong, your way through that, and how you goes to every filmmaker, that's an easy task.
Well, and congratulations.
I still can't believe it.
That's so exciting.
I still can't believe it.
It was very unexpected.
I was sitting there, and they, joked with my wife. I was like, "There's no possible way in hell that I'm winning this." And they called my name.
I felt it. I kind of knew.
And it put a lot of pressure on our screenings in the next couple days. But it is a low-budget film. We're very proud of it. But truly honored, because Chris Brinker and met with this family, and just wonderful people. And I'm just honored that I could be a part of not only that award, but keeping his passion and legacy alive is a big deal to me, because I did look into it quite a bit, knowing about his past films and seeing a couple of them, but then realizing what this was all about, and that became important to me. So truly honored.
Well, congratulations. We're so excited. And then you've got some seasoned talent in this movie too. Jonathan Scheck, Tony Plana, right?
Two just seasoned, cool dudes that brought a lot of something extra to the film, because those characters were, semi-interesting and entertaining as they were written. But you bring Tony Plana and Jonathan Scheck into a scene, and it's like, wow, they're bringing it to life, really a big thank you to them, because as a first-time feature filmmaker, it's hard to get people to believe in you, and to take time out of their day and not get paid a lot of money to be a part of your vision. So they did. They believed in me, and they took time out of their busy schedules and flew out. Tony flew out from New York, and they really brought a different level of this film that it wouldn't be the same without them.
He'll be at the screening tomorrow night too.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Tell everybody. So it starts tonight. Where
World
can
premiere.
they see everything?
So tonight is at the Regal, 5:30 p.m.
Regal
we're excited about
Plaza.
that. And then in La Jolla on Saturday, tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
And then everybody can go to butterflycaughtmovie.com, right, for updates on everything else, where the movie will be
Yes. Well, yeah, and also they can buy the tickets on the San Diego Filmfest.com.
Okay.
So you can buy the tickets ahead of time. Because
Buy 'em ahead of time.
hopefully it'll be sold out.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, great. And then anything else that we can expect from you? This is the next question. Can you give us a little? Are you going to work on another film? How do you have plans or aspirations for that?
When we did live in Costa Rica, we came back with multiple finished screenplays, knowing that there's a couple of them that I could do on a lower budget and to kind of springboard a lot of options right now. It really depends on what I have all my pent-up things, so we hope to get one of them off the ground soon.
We have a pretty good pipeline.
We're so excited. Congratulations on everything. Obviously, the universe is telling you something. You won this award. I know everything will be sold out. Get your tickets to this movie. San Diego Film Festival, it'll be on our website, also at butterflycaughtmovie.com. We have the link up right now here. It's
Thank
so
you.
good
for
to have
having
you.
us.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
we're
much.
excited
This
to
is
be
great.
here. So
Well,
thank
we
you.
love it. Well, congratulations. Get your tickets, and we'll see you guys next time when we put our finger on the